Hello, my name is Rami Ranger and welcome to the program Gems of Asia. आज हमारे गेस्ट हैं एक बहुत बड़े जेम. उनको हम स्टूडियो में ले नहीं सके, लेकिन हमने स्टूडियो उनके पास ले आए. कहते हैं यू हैव टू गो विद द पर्सनैलिटीज. उनको उनकी इंट्रोडक्शन क्या जाने दें. उनको तो हर आदमी जानता है. लंदन के सीन में उन्होंने अपना परमानेंट नाम बनाया है और उनको हम प्यार से कहते हैं आयरन लेडी ऑफ आवर ओन कम्युनिटी. आइए मिलते हैं बैरनेस शीला फ्लैथर फ्रॉम Windsor and Maidenhead. Baroness Flather, welcome and thank you very much for your valuable time. So, आज we would like to know more about you and your life, how you become an institution in your own right. So, please tell us first of all.
Thank you.
Your early childhood, how you started.
रामी साहब, जब आप मुझे इंस्टीट्यूशन कहते हैं ना, तो मैं हमेशा किसी कॉलेज स्कूल के बारे में सोचती हूँ. कोई बात नहीं, चलिए ऐसे ही सही. मैं लाहौर में, मेरी पैदाइश है लाहौर की और मेरी फैमिली जो थी वो लाहौर में सेटल थी. और मेरे ग्रेट ग्रैंडफादर जो थे वो काफ़ी मशहूर आदमी थे पंजाब के. शायद आपको उनका नाम पता होगा, सर गंगा राम. हाँ, तो उन्होंने ये कनाल सिस्टम जो है ना, इरिगेशन कनाल सिस्टम, ये सारा उन्होंने बनाया था. और फिर इतना पैसा उन्होंने चैरिटी में दिया कि हॉस्पिटल्स और मेडिकल कॉलेज एंड स्कूल एंड टीचर ट्रेनिंग कॉलेज, विडोज़ होम्स, ऑर्फनेज. और देखिए उन दिनों में उन्होंने 2 होम्स खोले थे अनमैरिड मदर्स के लिए, क्योंकि वो कहते थे कि इनका ट्रीटमेंट बहुत ख़राब है. तो इस टाइप के वो आदमी थे. और हम लोग कभी ये नहीं सोच सकते थे कि हमें लाहौर छोड़ना पड़ेगा, लेकिन आपको पता है हम सब ने फिर छोड़ा ही लाहौर. बहुत लेकिन आपको एक बात बताऊं कि मैं लाहौर पहली बार 92 में गई पार्टीशन के. तो अब मैं जब भी वहाँ जाती हूँ मुझे ऐसे ट्रीट करते हैं जैसे वो मेरा घर है.
I agree. I also.
वो अभी तक उनको याद है.
हाँ. मिस्टर दादा की. गंगा राम, उनको तो नाइटहुड भी मिला.
हाँ,
उनके काम.
बैरनेस ही मिलने वाली.
अच्छा, वही I think वही जीन्स आपके अंदर है, वही डिटर्मिनेशन.
अगर है तो बहुत मुझे बहुत.
Now it makes sense कि आपकी पेडिग्री is making you do this thing, you can't rest. तो पार्टीशन के बाद आप कहाँ मूव किए?
हम लोग आए दिल्ली
आए.
हाँ, तकरीबन सारे, आपको पता है, सारे लाहौर से सब दिल्ली आए. एंड देन आई वेंट टू स्कूल इन दिल्ली. उसके बाद फिर मुझे वो ले गई मेरी मदर लखनऊ इसाबेला थोबन कॉलेज के लिए. मुझे आई डिडंट लाइक इसाबेला थोबन कॉलेज. आई थॉट 4 years ऑफ दिस कॉलेज एंड देन गेट अ BA degree is not much use. So I asked my father if I could come to England to study law.
And your father was settled in Delhi, businessman or what?
Well, my father was a businessman in Lahore.
Okay.
But during the war, he had come to Delhi because they had asked people to help with the war effort.
Sure.
So he was first in supplies during the war, then disposals. So he was working for Government of India later.
And he agreed to your request?
Well, he was quite keen actually, because he had been called to the bar.
Right.
And my grandfather had been called to the bar, not the Gangaram side, but the other side.
Other side, maternal.
And so he had been called, and so he was very keen that one of his children should be called to the bar. But neither of my brothers were interested, so he brought me here. And then I joined University College London, UCL.
How was the days at the? अभी तो time बदल गया है. We have quite a few of us here. You must have been only 1 or 2 students.
No, there were a lot of students. You know, students from good families in India used to come here all the time.
Okay.
It was quite usual. But you know, things were different. In one respect, they treated us very well. In another respect, like you wanted to stay somewhere, you wanted digs or something, you had to tell them, look, I'm an Indian. If you didn't tell them, वो कमरा तो चला गया, you know, it's been taken. And that happened to me, and because my English was not very Indian, I always used to say, look, I'm an Indian, do you take Indian students? तो वो ज़माना बिल्कुल फर्क था.
Is it because हमारे खाना करी की स्मेल?
हम लोग कहाँ पकाते थे?
लेकिन
कहाँ पकाते थे? It's not about that, it was about color.
Color, अच्छा.
Yeah. I mean, some hotels didn't like to. Before the Second World War, there were many hotels which didn't take Indians
So
or Africans.
after you completed your study, आपकी जब study के बाद, how आपकी marriage कैसे हुई?
Marriage, जैसे marriage होती है, you
No,
meet
what-
somebody. my husband and I were both studying for the bar. That's how I met him.
And there was no interference in study while you were romancing?
On the contrary, we helped each other.
I see.
Yeah,
Who helped you?
he helped me and I helped him.
Very good.
Well, naturally, we were both doing the same examinations. So actually, we always say we met in Chancery Lane.
Chancery Lane, what a romantic.
So I don't know if it's very romantic, but that's how we met.
Well, you are married to an English gentleman, Gary Flather.
Yes.
And I would like to ask you, when you got married, how did the family felt from both sides that you are marrying a non?
You see, his family had more difficulty. My father had lived in England. He had studied here. He had lived here. So he found it easier. Mm-hmm. My mother found it very difficult, and her biggest complaint was that I was marrying a non-Hindu. Mm-hmm. Because she was very religious and she didn't like that. But from his family, it was a long time ago, you see. So it's not so easy. It was not so easy.
Marriage is a very, you'll agree, कि बहुत difficult institution है. How do you find the strength to keep yourself together? Now, अभी तो time passed in the beginning.
मैं एक बात बताऊं. अगर interracial या inter-country, international marriage करनी है, तो सबसे पहली बात ये होनी चाहिए कि you have to have something in common.
Very important.
We had a lot in common. Secondly, you have to see each other as people, not an Englishman, an Indian woman. It doesn't work. Because if you're seeing a person as part of another race, a part of another culture, then it doesn't work. If you see the man you're marrying, the woman you're marrying,
correct,
then it works. I don't think we've had any more difficulties than anybody else.
After marriage, you know, वकालत जिसको बोलते हैं वो बहुत
नहीं की। तो उस वक्त काम करने का इतना नहीं था. I mean, career women बहुत कम थी उस वक्त मेरे ज़माने में.
So what made you go into politics?
Well, politics came to me. You see, I started teaching when my children started school. I started teaching myself, and I started teaching English as a second language to Asian children. And I then realized that they were having a lot of difficulties, and I started a club for Asian women. Mm-hmm. That was my first step in the frying pan. So, उसके बाद फिर थोड़ा करके I got known locally. Then I was invited to stand for the council. I became a JP, you know, all those
things. मेरे को जिसकी बहुत हैरानगी होती है कि you stood in Windsor. You can't get more British or more English county than Windsor.
It is strange, isn't it?
Very strange.
But I am a conservative, remember.
This is what I'm going to ask you. What made you join Conservative Party when it was still is not fashionable?
No.
कि हमारी Asian community, they have a conservative values, but they still don't join the Conservative Party. They always feel
they say हम लोग लेबर हैं, लेबर काम करते हैं, लेबर तो काम तो सारी दुनिया करती है, चाहे कोई लेबरिंग का काम करे, चाहे कोई दूसरा काम करे, काम तो हम लोग सब करते हैं. लेकिन असल में बात यह है, गलती हमारी है कंजर्वेटिव्स की. जब शुरू में लोग आए, उनको हमने वेलकम नहीं किया और लेबर ने उनको वेलकम किया, तो वो उनके दिमाग में बात बैठ गई कि we must support labor.
Could it be that the Labour member of parliaments are from the working community and they don't have that much prejudice against the ethnic?
No, I think they saw that they could win the ethnic communities, and then they get their vote. But if you think about it, they got the vote from our people, but they didn't do anything for them. There were no MPs until the black sections. First time the MPs came, non-white MPs into parliament, was the black sections, which they didn't want. Mm-hmm. So it's not as if they were running around and saying, look, you give us your vote and we must get one of your into Parliament.
So why then there are no Conservative member of Parliament in the House of Commons?
Well, we have not done as much as we should do to attract the ethnic minority communities, and we have not helped them to understand what we stand for.
You're a very good role model for the Conservative
Yes,
Party.
I have done a lot of work
I
in the early days. I used to go up and down the country talking, speaking, but lately, you know, since about mid-90s, there has been nothing done. It's so strange because nobody is taking a great interest.
आप क्या चाहते हैं कि अपनी पार्टी जिसको you have served the party with your dedication, पार्टी को क्या करना चाहिए to halt this tide going to the other side?
They have to build that kind of trust between themselves, between the party and the minorities. और वो trust कैसे बनेगा?
You were the first Asian to be in House of Lords.
Yes.
How did you feel?
When I had to go, you know, when I took my oath, I sat there for about 15 minutes, then I left to be with the family. After that, I didn't go for 2 days because I was too scared. And finally, on the third day, I have to start sometime. So it was actually for me, it was a terrifying experience. And there were only two of us, you know, Lord Pitt on the Labour side and myself. That's it. No other non-white person in the whole house.
It's a remarkable achievement, especially for an Asian, and above all, you're a lady. Very few ladies tread where you have.
At that time, of course, there were very few women altogether in the House of Lords.
Were you told beforehand? Okay, surprise tha.
No, surprise in the sense
Okay,
that...
few weeks before.
No, you are told about, you see, they announced it in April, they told me in February. And then after that, I took my seat in June.
Did you have to dress specially for the occasion?
Yes. And in those days, we wore the hat and the robes and everything like that. It was
must be a
terrifying experience,
not
I tell you.
Terrifying. Must be a proud moment for you.
Yes, it was a very proud moment.
Yes.
You know, at that time, you think, what a pity that you haven't got like your father.
Yes.
But my brother and my sister-in-law came.
I see.
So I did have, he's older, much older than me. So ऐसे वो लोग तो थे, वो जब मैं मेयर बनी थी ना, आपको पता ना मैं मेयर थी विंजर एंड
Windsor, yes.
वो भी तो फर्स्ट था ना.
That's very important. I forgot to ask you. अच्छा. So you were elected.
वो आए थे.
अच्छा. Now this is a proud moment for the family and for the community. So what role, what activities I know you do a lot of debates, what role is expected from...
I think being the only one, I decided to look out for us. I thought, well, I must watch the legislation, कि क्या है legislation में जिसमें हम कुछ change कर सकते हैं, कुछ better कर सकते हैं, कुछ उसको
to guide these people about the
guide क्या वो तो आपको पता debates वगैरह होती हैं amendments वगैरह पे तो बस मैंने तो फिर अपने लिए वो रोल बना लिया ना कि आपने कहा क्या रोल रखा तो कि मेरा रोल ये था कि अपना इंटरेस्ट
एशियन कॉर्नर
क्योंकि और तो कोई था नहीं तो सबसे पहले तो 91 में मैंने एक अमेंडमेंट थी मेरी उसका बहुत काफ़ी उसका असर हुआ बिकॉज आई मेड इट अ ड्यूटी not to discriminate.
Very good.
In the criminal justice system.
Very good.
That meant that people could appeal on discrimination.
So there's a new angle there.
There was a very important new angle.
Fantastic.
And that also frightens the people who are likely to discriminate.
I've seen your little bit of resume and I see you have been awarded Asian of the Year award. Was a very proud moment. I was present and when you were selected.
But मैं आपको एक बात बताऊं कि आपने कहा ना कि मैं जब गई थी हाउस ऑफ लॉर्ड्स में तो मैं अकेली एक एशियन थी पर एशियन ऑफ द ईयर बनने में मुझे 6 साल लगे अगर कोई मर्द होता पहला तो उसको 6 साल लगते ये हमारी कम्युनिटी में जो है ये तो ज़रूर कहना चाहिए कि हर चीज़ में मुझे सब मर्दों से ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है।
That is why we call you Iron Lady.
आयरन कुछ नहीं, ये तो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है सरासर हमारी कम्युनिटी में।
तो वो आपका
औरतों के खिलाफ तो बहुत
जो आपका वो एंगल कानून आपने चेंज किया, वो यूज नहीं कर सके यहाँ?
क्या?
To never to discriminate in the criminal justice.
तो मैं किसके साथ यूज करूं? मैं तो क्रिमिनल नहीं हूं ना, क्रिमिनल्स वो लोग क्रिमिनल नहीं है ना।
I know. Now you represent so many organizations, very diverse organization. They're not the same type.
No.
How do you change your hat?
Well, at the moment I'm not doing very many things.
I see you're in Radio Asia,
yes.
looking after the youth of this country.
I think that is very good. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm very, very proud of that. I'm chairman of Club Asia, the first ever radio station for young Asians.
Correct.
And I hope you'll all listen. Now, on digital, 895.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now, you have become a role model. How do you see yourself?
I see myself as a worker. I have a bad habit. If somebody says to me they want something done, I don't know how to say no. So I continuously take up people's problems, causes, chalta hai. But the biggest thing I have done is to build a memorial. I'm sure you know about
I'm
it.
coming to that. That is a historical achievement.
Yeah, that is something which is going to be there
forever.
Well,
for as long,
at least 700-800 years.
Yes,
that's good enough.
Good enough. I'd say. How did you get the inspiration to, next to Buckingham Palace? It's unthinkable.
क्या हुआ? I was listening to this Sunrise. वो इंटरव्यू वगैरह कर रहे थे, तो एक लेडी थी, उन्होंने कहा कि कोई मेमोरियल नहीं है इंडियंस के लिए। मैंने कहा कोई मेमोरियल नहीं है, इतने लोग थे लड़ाई में, कोई मेमोरियल नहीं है। और आपको पता 95 में जब उन्होंने VJ डे किया, तो VE डे में हम लोगों को उन्होंने कोई प्रोमिनेंस नहीं दी।
I agree.
VJ डे में तो देना ही पड़ा, लेकिन VE डे में नहीं दी। तो उस वक़्त मुझे पता लगा कि हमारे 2.8 मिलियन 28 लाख लोग थे जिन्होंने वॉलंटियर किया था।
Fantastic.
तो नॉर्थ अफ्रीका में, सदर्न इटली में, तो वो तो VJ डे में, सॉरी VE डे में याद करना चाहिए था, यूरोप में उनको नहीं याद किया ना उस वक़्त, तो बाकी बर्मा वालों को तो याद किया। तो फिर मुझे पता लगा कि कोई मेमोरियल ही नहीं है। तो फिर मैंने सोचना शुरू किया कि कुछ करना चाहिए। तो मैंने कहा कि इतने हमारे अमीर एशियंस हैं, बड़ी खुशी से बना देंगे, फूल मी एंड
इतनी टाइट है
वो तो पैसे नहीं निकालते जेब से। So that actually gave me a lot of confidence that our Asians will help and so on. वो जो जगह जो आपको है ना, बिल्कुल इतनी बढ़िया जगह,
impossible next to the Queen's house,
लेकिन वो जगह तो हमें रॉयल पार्क्स ने दे दी। वो तो बड़े खुश हुए, खुशी से उन्होंने हमें दे दी। वो चाहते थे वहाँ पे कुछ हो, और वो चाहते थे शुरू में गेट, पर इंग्लिश हेरिटेज ने कहा कि गेट नहीं अच्छा लगेगा, तो फिर ये बड़ा इतना अच्छा मेमोरियल,
ये और भी अच्छा हो गया क्योंकि
बिल्कुल
लाइट्स मिसाल चल रही है, ये सिंबल ऑफ।
सो इस तरह से वो जगह तो वो देने बड़े खुश थे, तो और अब भी बड़े खुश हैं उस मेमोरियल के साथ, क्योंकि वो कॉर्नर जो था ना, वो कॉर्नर डेड कॉर्नर,
कुछ भी नहीं था वहाँ।
अब तो वो है, सिर्फ वो बकिंगम पैलेस की दीवार दिखती,
कैरेक्टर हो गया उसका,
कैरेक्टर
है ना,
and it fits, you know
every time we pass through those pillars, आपकी याद आती है।
That's very good. मेरी तो जगह बन गई वहाँ पर।
नहीं, भगवान आपको बहुत लंबी उम्र दे। अभी तो आपने काम शुरू किया है, अभी तो आपने इस सिस्टम को समझा है। What we call that a Shreela gate when we pass through there.
Thank you. पर मुझे कोई ना कोई जरूर हर दिन कह देता है कि तुम्हारे गेट्स बड़े अच्छे हैं। The British have appreciated, and they have given most of the money.
It's a very, very remarkable achievement. It speaks for itself. Anytime coming to Buckingham Palace, they cannot see the Queen until they pass through your gates. So that's a great achievement. You have worked tirelessly. I've seen you work passionately. You've taken concern. किस तरह की society आप देखना चाहते हैं ब्रिटेन में?
I want the Asians to realize their own potential. अभी तक हमारे लोगों को अपनी potential में confidence नहीं है. You know, they still look up to the white skin, the white man. That hurts me. You know, we really have to free ourselves from that. And we also have to free ourselves from little hera-pheris. पता नहीं वो आदत जो बनी हुई है कि 5 pound और बन जाए किसी तरह. That doesn't take you anywhere.
We need to develop our character, strength of character.
And that is something you can learn from the British. They are not as hera-pheri.
They are fair people on the whole.
On the whole. And if you look at this country, it's probably one of the best countries in the world to live in.
Yes.
And I think we should make ourselves a real integral part of it.
So we shouldn't consider ourselves immigrants anymore. We've been here 30, 40 years.
ना टाइम निकल गया, अब हमेशा इमिग्रेंट्स तो नहीं रहेंगे ना.
Now,
हमारे बच्चे यहाँ पैदा हुए हैं.
तो आपका मैसेज है कि community should take part in the mainstream public life.
हर चीज़ में और हर चीज़ में ले सकते हैं. और अगर आप देखें, अगर businesses में देखें, not Asian businesses, the companies and so on, कितना middle management Asian है.
Asian के पास है.
Our people are percolating upwards in every field, professional field, business field, their own businesses.
Exactly.
They have the capacity.
So I really admire your guts to say these words. Now, Baroness, I would like to now ask you some very quick question, because we are coming to the final section of our program. First of all, I would like to ask you your favorite politician.
You have asked me something quite difficult, but I have given some thought to this anyway for myself. I can't decide between Ken Clark and John Major, because both of those men were honest men.
Yes.
Honest, decent, I mean someone you would like to be with.
But John Major liked curry as well.
So did Ken Clark.
Did he?
Yes, they used to go out together.
That's the news to me.
Ken Clark used to come in. I've seen him come to get John Major to go for a curry.
I thought you... Okay, can you tell me who...
Which curry are you thinking of?
The one John Major liked.
Not that one. I'm not sure he liked it, but anyway.
Who's your favorite sports personality? You know, I mean, from Britain or from India?
That is very difficult, because I'm not a sporting person, and I don't know who has been a really good role model. I suppose the best role model for young people has been Johnny Wilkinson.
Very good.
Because I think he has, the way he's conducted himself, the way he's behaved, I think you feel good inside. I like Beckham as well.
But he's become more celebrity
now.
He's
become a media star instead of a football star.
He's not serving the
I mean, until about 6 months ago, I would have said Beckham was very much on the top, but not now.
Your favorite food? खाना कौन सा पसंद है आपको?
मैंने सोचा डेजर्ट आइलैंड पे जाएंगे तो अगर एक ही तरह का खाना मिलेगा तो कौन सा खाना चाहिए? And you're going to be surprised because I'm going to say Italian.
Italian because of Sonia Gandhi आ गई इंडिया में इसलिए.
I'm not a Japanese, you know that.
More and more people are going for Italian suddenly.
No, I always thought about this. Which food will I not get bored with? क्योंकि अगर एक ही तरह का खाना मिला
तो there's a variety in Italian.
Italian is got something.
A lot of spices. I know. No, we're taking it as Indian food now.
अच्छा.
Italian is now part of Indian food.
All right. ये देखा. आपका सारा बना लिया. उनको बना लिया Indian.
Favorite color? आपका favorite color?
I hadn't thought about that.
Yes.
I haven't had time to think about that. Maybe now that I'm older, I'll have time to think about which color.
You like to dress in some certain colors, or you go with the mood?
I don't think about it.
Your favorite music? Do you like Indian or you like Western?
I like both.
Both?
Yes, Indian and Western. But I don't like the modern film music, really, because it sounds very Western to me.
Your favorite actor?
Oh my God. I don't know.
You can tell. Paul Newman.
I don't know. Not Paul Newman. Why should I tell Paul Newman when I don't
When you
When I was very young,
yes,
I liked Gary Cooper.
Gary Cooper, evergreen.
I don't know about Evergreen,
did you see
but
that?
I don't
No,
now.
Gary, he made a big impression on High Noon. If you remember High Noon,
Of
yes.
course I remember High
Fantastic.
Noon.
Yeah.
We all remember that film.
How would you like people to remember? You said the gate.
Yes.
Any other work would you like to, that will be obviously remembered?
Well, I would like people to realize that if someone who was born in Lahore, who came here as a student, never thought of getting anywhere, didn't climb over people's backs and fight and all that sort of thing, can get to the House of Lords in 1990, when nobody was thinking about
I
it.
agree. Formidable
Become
achievement.
the mayor of Windsor.
Formidable achievement. Unparalleled.
Who can be the first woman, ethnic minority woman councillor in United Kingdom. If I can do it, everybody can do it.
But I will openly admit you are a very tough act to follow.
Yes, because nobody wants to be bothered with the work that's involved. You have to work for it.
Baroness, it's an inspiration talking with you.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for coming and giving us your experiences of life, how you made it. And again, I think your story is remarkable. Anybody who will listen to this Baroness's word will agree that when things get tough, tough gets going. And you don't get more tougher than Baroness. Thank you very much. And next week के लिए इजाज़त दीजिए.